Today we're going to make a document, and a document is something like this. It's a piece of paper that has writing on it, and it's created using a word processing program. We're going to use Microsoft Word as our word processing program to create this document. The first word I'm going to talk about is ribbon, and you can see it here on our list. This up here is the ribbon. It has all of the commands, and commands are what you tell the computer to do. For example, if I click on this, it's going to change where the words are. And you can see it moved over here. I'm going to move it back by clicking over here. The next thing I'm going to talk about are tabs. Right now we're currently on the Home tab, and you can see how this has got a white line around it. If I click on this, this is the Insert tab, and it's going to open a new ribbon that has different commands. Here's the Page Layout tab. You will see different commands on this ribbon as well, on this tab. References, this is another tab. Mailings, Review, and View. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I'm demonstrating on an older version of Microsoft Word. You may have more tabs than this. Most of our work's done on the Home tab. So this is the ribbon, all of this. It's what we use to do our work with. They are the commands. We're going to use the Shift key today, so if you look at your keyboard and find the Shift key, you'll find two of them, one on each side of the row that has Z, X, C, V, B, N, M, and some other keys. That is to make a capital letter. So if I wanted to make a capital letter, like this S here, I'd have to hold the Shift key down with one finger and then press the letter with the other finger, in this case the S. Caps Lock key, look for that on your keyboard. You'll find it next to the letter A. If you press that, it will make all capital letters, like this. Font. Font is what we call the types of letters. For example, here is the name of the font that I'm using right now. Calibri Body. If I highlight, so I click behind the word ribbon, hold my mouse down, click and drag, you can see it's got a blue box around it, it's highlighted. I can go up here and change the type of font. If I click on this arrow, I could change it to this, Algerian, and you can see how it looks different. I can change the size to make it larger, or I can make it smaller. That's done with these commands on the ribbon. If I'd like to change the color of the font, I can, as long as this is highlighted. If it's not, I need to click and drag across it. Then I can change the color by clicking on that little triangle, and I can select whatever color I would like. And then if I click off, you can see the word. This is just some of the commands that we'll be using today. One important tab, remember I said this is the ribbon and each one of these is a tab. I forgot to mention the File tab. That's one of the most important as well, just as the Home tab, which is where we do majority of our work. Well, let's click on File. This is where you're going to save your document so that you can get it next time. You might want to open another document, or even to close the document, but we don't want to close a document unless we've saved it. Otherwise, we won't have it the next time we go to use our computer. We can also print from this File menu. And to close this File menu, I can click on Exit, or I could have simply, and the best way is to click onto Home. Let me show you the difference. This came up when I clicked Exit, and right now I'm going to cancel it. So I'll go back and open that file, and when I click on the Home tab, it just closes that as well. And just like before, when we're working on the internet, we can see the X is where we close it, this program. This is where we'd call it, when you see two rectangles, it's Restore Down. It makes it smaller, but you can still see it. This is Maximize, and this is Minimize. So it's going to disappear to the bottom of our taskbar down here, and we can simply open it again, and this will still be here because we haven't closed it completely. Let me quickly do that. So if I close that, you can't see it down at the bottom, and I go back and select where I was working at. So let's get started using Microsoft Word.